Okay, with that, Mr. Ed Summers, candidate for county treasurer, tax collector.
Thank you.
Hold your wallet.
Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah. Jim makes the comment that the county clerk doesn't sound exciting. Well, try running for tax collector. But very seriously, treasurer, tax collector, I am confident I am the most qualified candidate. I've had 27 years in financial management, investment management, and cash flow management. I was responsible for oversight of both the County of Ventura and County of Santa Barbara bank accounts for 5 years. I know the animal. I've been involved in the community. What sets me apart has been my community involvement for 20 years as a volunteer dedicated to Ventura County. I've been a board member of the Ventura County Economic Development Association and board chair. I've been a board member and chair of the County Economic Development Collaborative. I fought for something very important for our county. I was co-chair of our BRAC task force to keep the naval bases open, which is 17,000 jobs and $2 billion of economic impact to our community. And I have been an elected member of the Ventura City Council, working to balance the needs of our constituents and dealing with these challenging financial times. While I was on the City Council in Ventura, we balanced the budget every year. We made sure that we met the priorities that were mattering most to our citizens, and we were recognized by the New York rating agencies of having our debt rating improved in these economic times because of our financial management. So with the banking experience, the community experience, the quality of life, and understanding the role of an elected, I see myself as just your treasurer and the person you can count on. Jim brought up a couple of very good points. And one of the problems that Jim and I have is that we think like Democrats. We see that this is going to be a nonpartisan office, and when you're elected, you represent all the people in the county. Unfortunately, the Republicans don't see it that way. They represent themselves and always forget about the rest of us. They have had a strong hold on county administrative positions for over 20 years, and that inclusive or exclusive, one-sided view has got to change, and Jim and I are going to be dedicated to doing that. We want to represent the county. We want you to know that there's someone there who understands your point of view, that you can trust, that you know the door is going to be open. Last year, as chair of the Economic Development Collaborative, one of the things that I'm very proud of is we made sure that when we sat in a public-private partnership for economic growth in our community, for the first time, we brought representative labor groups onto the board. Because if you don't have labor with management, with government, you really don't have a coalition to make it happen. That's the way Democrats think, even when they're thinking nonpartisan. So I appreciate your support. With 8 people in the race, I'm afraid I'm not going to be as confident as Jim that we can get this over on June 8th, although I won't stop you. If you can get me over the top on June 8th, I'll welcome it. But we need your help. We need the phone banking. We need the calling. And we need to show the Republicans that the old 55-45 Republican-Democratic vote split is a thing of the past. So thank you for your support. Does anybody have any questions?
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
Can you describe a little bit what that title, the job?
What the county treasurer does is really, they are responsible, and I'll stop back, and I apologize, I'll probably tell you how to build the clock, not just what time it is. But the reason that you make your check out to the county tax collector is because while it is a county office, that individual is responsible to not only the county, but to all the school districts, the cities, and all of the agencies that receive an apportionment out of our property taxes. So it's not the county's money alone. So you're elected because you're accountable to all the voters for their taxes to keep them safe and manage them well until they get out through allocation to all of the districts and agencies that receive them. The office is primarily, and I like to think of this, when you're on city council, you have a political position. This is an elected job. The position does not make policy, but you manage the day-to-day operations of the county treasurer and the operations. So you receive the money in, you manage the staff that has oversight of the funds and the disbursements. It's primarily a management position where you need communication and management skills. You oversee the investments, although there are very strict guidelines provided by both the state and the county. You do have a latitude to make sure that you can maximize the return, to make sure that all of us get the best results out of our tax dollars we can. And what I'm going to do differently than I have seen done in the past is when you get into business, you talk about sources and uses. Well, the sources are the taxpayers and the economic activity. The uses are the government and the agency. We've never had a dialogue or a connection between the two. I'm going to improve and increase the understanding and communication between our sources and our uses, because in the long run, we're all going to be more prosperous. Any other questions? Yes?
How closely would you be working with John Chang?
Remotely, John Chang is the state controller, and you certainly do need to have communication because, you know, the good side and the bad side, you want to be on the team. I'm going to tell you now that one of the things we have to promote is making sure that we keep more control locally of our tax dollars. And what you've seen the governor doing is grabbing every cent he can. But if you want to think about where we need to deliver our services, it's locally. Our police, our fire, our social services, we're really responsible to take care of ourselves. So you want to have a good relationship with Sacramento, but you want to be tenacious enough that when you see something that's happening that's going to impact our own citizens in the county, you want somebody who's going to raise their hand and alert the public, and not just say, oh, thank you, Governor. Can you do it to me again? Anything else? Well, thank you all very much.